Hi artists, welcome back to my studio. I'm making art cards. At the holiday party, the Watercolor Society, seems they have a little bit of a holiday tradition that the artists exchange art cards. And I'm going to be painting this card. Show you how I do it. It's pretty fast and easy. Here's my card. I started by drawing my two angels on there in the sled, and I used a fine line pentel marker. I come in with a Prismacolor and do my hat and the mittens and the boots. I just find it so kind of fast and easy this way. Guess this technically makes it a mixed media. I'm not sure, but anyway, got to get the boot in, and of course the sled. And okay, that's pretty much it for the red. Then I'm switching to a Prismacolor yellow orange, and my angels are gonna have kind of red orange hair, kind of gingers, huh? Okay, then I'm picking up a number 4. This is a Princeton Heritage Round, and I'm dipping into some Winsor Blue. I don't know if this is Winsor Blue or Michael Harding Phthalo Blue, but whatever it is, it's what we're going with. It's a very standard color. I'm sure you probably have a version of this color. I like it that it's a nice velvety, almost dark blue. That's going to be the basis of my sky. And I'm just kind of painting around this. Nothing complicated there. I'm painting on a Swarthmore Artist Trading Card illustration board. So these are not as absorbent as the watercolor. I like them because they're thicker, and I think they just have kind of a nice weight to them. So the paint does absorb into it, but has a little bit of a tendency to stay on top a little bit longer. So I'm just kind of proceeding. Got my little angels' heads there. I didn't do the sled handle that he's pulling. Well, we can always add that later. Of course, every one of these that I've done has been a little different. I've debated about, okay, so that is the sky. I'm dipping into a lighter kind of a surreal, I think this is sky blue, and I'm pulling that down into my snow because the snow has shadows, and my blue being wet there at the edge is gonna kind of come down a bit. This one's a little bit darker than some of the others have been. Get a little more water on the brush. Shadows. Maybe a little shadow on the robes. I'm going to mix a little Grumbacher Naples Yellow with Windsor Red. That's going to be my, I'm sorry, this is alizarin crimson, I think, actually. And that's going to be a little flesh tone for their face. Again, since it sits on top, I can put it on and then I can just gently blot it off. Okay. Now I'm taking up a 1/2 inch, this is a Robert Simmons flat brush, and I'm dipping it into the green oxide that I have, just putting some trees into the background. These are the evergreens that are back there. And then I'm going to take some, doesn't really matter if I have some white spots in the background because they're going to get covered. I was going to say I'm going to take some dioxazine purple and darken my sky a little bit. That's going to help everything stand out. You know, my trees and the blue. Ooh, that's a little too much water, but does eventually kind of be absorbed. Okay, let's get it back to where it should be. Okay. Now I can go back to my number 4 brush and add a little bit of snow in those trees. Since they're in the distance, they're not going to be totally white. They're just going to look like they have some white on them because you know, we see the needles all coming through, etc. And this is just white gouache, Winsor Newton titanium white. Okay, now just a second. Okay, so lastly, I am putting some Schminky gold on my palette. Taking that number 4 brush, and let's put that on the wings, see how that goes. Yeah, I think that's going to add just a little festive quality to this. So I'm going to put some gold here. Don't you think that'll be great? I'm going to, I think I'm going to add it to my original sample too. And just something about that. Now you can see, okay, I'm going to lastly rinse off my brush. And dip it in some white gouache. This is Winsor Newton titanium white gouache. You need to get kind of a bit of water in there to make this work. And then I'm going to add the snow. to make the snow a little more visible in the foreground, I can mix it with some of this light blue and the white and put that down. And don't forget to sign your name or your initial. And there is your art card up close. Isn't that fun? Happy painting and happy holidays. Please like, share, and subscribe, and tell me what you think.